gang, welcome back. Joe Delgado here, Indestructible. Me, go and follow us, Delgado's Rants, so you can stay updated, so we can make you indestructible and share it out to other people so we can make them indestructible. We're changing the world by changing the mind. Simple. That's it. We're changing the world, baby. We talk about words, we talk about concepts, perceptions on those words, perceptions on those concepts. We are hopefully re-industrializing your life. We're repackaging, if I could talk, maybe I need to repackage the way I talk. But we are hopefully giving you some structure, some oomph in your life so we can get you moving forward to a better version of yourself, the best version of yourself, happy, fulfilled, not being lost and tossed around, kicked in the teeth, punched in the dirt every single day, because that's what life does to all of us. It happens with all of us. We're going to get punched in the face every day. Every day you're going to get pop. Mike Tyson, you have a plan until you get punched in the face. And everyone gets punched in the face every single day. You're either being able to punch back, dodge it, you do that sit and you hit back, or you get knocked on the ground and you just cry and bitch and moan. Which one do you want to be? Which side of the equation do you want to be on? Hopefully you're hitting back, and you're hitting back faster and harder. And hopefully we are helping you to do that. That's what I want to be. I want to be that coach. I want to be that person in your corner. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's go time. That fucking obstacle isn't big anymore. Maybe I have attitude. Today's word is attitude. I have attitude against obstacles, hurdles, issues, because they ain't gonna bring me down, and they're not gonna bring you down. That's why you're here. Definition of attitude: a settled way of thinking or feeling about someone or something. Typically one that is reflected in a person's behavior. So you have a pretty much a foundation of thinking or feeling about someone or something, and you show that off with how you handle yourself, right? So you're giving off a perception of yourself, of an attitude. That's essentially what it is, typically anyways. Most people, this gives an inclination that we don't actually have to show our behavior, our perception, or attitudes towards something or someone through our behavior. So, I mean, we have snakes out there that can hide and be reserved with their attitudes. So, do you have the ability to do that? Do you have the ability to be reserved? You don't like someone, but you hold that back and you don't show that off in your behavior. You don't show that off in anything. You keep your opinion to yourself. You have an attitude about a particular subject in this world, but you don't give off that attitude in your behavior. Hey, now we're thinking differently about this harsh word, because normally when you say attitude, you're going to think about someone that's just going to be rude. They have that sass, they're angry of some sort. They're standoffish. They're trying to pick a fight. They're argumentative. They're trying to argue with you. You're right, I'm wrong, or other way around. I'm right, you're wrong is usually their mentality, right? So, but it's a settled way. So it's almost like it's a permanent thing. What attitudes do you have? I mean, again, it's something that we can leverage for our benefit. You can have a attitude towards particular food groups, which I'm going to say sugar should be, hopefully. Hopefully you have a bad attitude or a good attitude. But hopefully it's a bad attitude with sugar at least. What attitudes do you have with vegetables? Something that we need to eat. Do you have the ability to change your attitudes? Well, if you've been listening to my shows, you will find out that I'm highly suggestive of this concept of being able to dictate your attitudes towards things, perceptions. And it's up to you, right? You have the ability to re-engineer the way you look at things. And you do that by cleaning up clutter, the noise in around you. And you connect with better people, better information, better environments, better energy that support this new attitude, this new perception, this new thought, this new theory that you're having. But you have to figure that out first. You have to figure out what are your attitudes. And that's why goals, writing down your goals, are so important. It's because you are dissecting, you're reevaluating areas of your life, and then you're finding out where you want to go. And then you are hopefully scaling that down to what are your attitudes, where your perceptions are, what are your thoughts and feelings. How do you think, if I say being rich, what is your thoughts behind that? Your goal could be to literally have a farm. You just want to take care of, you want to adopt all the dogs in the world. Okay, that's great. And so if I bring up money, you're going to be like, yeah, whatever, not needed. Well, dog food is pretty expensive. And not only that, they need heartworm medication, take some fleas. They need toys. They need water. You need land. Like, all these things cost money. I had an employee. I had a manager of one of my retail stores when I was in corporate America, and I was talking about earning income. And she just looked at me and she was like, money's not everything. Stereotypical, run-of-the-mill line of statements. Money isn't everything. Life is not all about money. Money doesn't buy happiness. She just regurgitated, like, for a minute, all of those basic concepts that we're plagued with thinking. And I didn't even retaliate against her on any of those. I was like, okay, what is your goals? Like, what do you want to accomplish in life? She was like, I just want to spend all the time with my daughter, like in the sun, outside. Like, I just want to enjoy summer air. Like, okay, so you want freedom. Because right now you're coming into work and it's taking your time away from that, right? Okay, so you need money coming in, no matter how you look at it. You need money every single month to be coming into your bank account so you can be doing that. And not to distract you on me just solely basing like on money. The reason why I do the ketogenic diet and fasting, regardless on how much I love to eat and how much I've been addicted to shitty food, no matter what, I do it because I know I will get other things. It's always a byproduct. I'll get health, I get energy, I get creativity, brain function. So I changed my attitude towards food, right? So what is food to you? When I say food, is it pleasure or is it replenishment and nutrients? Most people, especially in this country, statistically speaking, are going to most likely say it's pleasure. I got to eat. It just tastes so good. That's the attitude, that's the perception of food, which is a poor attitude to have. Because food is not for pleasure. I'm not saying food shouldn't taste good, because the food that I eat tastes fucking great. And the more healthier I get, it tastes even better because it's healthy food. My body needs it, so it craves it. But food primarily we only eat to replenish our nutrient reserves and repair. That's it. pleasure, tasting good, is a byproduct. So, again, you write down your goals. You dissect them. You figure out what you need to do. And that's the plans are going to always change, right? It's going to continuously evolve. So don't get caught up in the minutia. Especially if you're writing down your goals every single day, don't focus on how you're going to get things done. That is for when you do your planning, which is probably going to be once a week, right? Excuse me. So you're going to be literally planning on how to get those goals, not every single day. You're writing down your goals as a mantra to build attitude for your life, for your future. You're building attitude for your future, so when anyone tries to impede, block, restrict, handcuff, whatever, you have attitude against that. Like, no, you're trying to work against me, my best self. Get the fuck out. That's what you need to do. And you definitely want to show that with behavior. You want to be a force not reckoned with your goals. I comically refer to this as your goals need to be methodical creatures, just killing off any bad vibes, any issues that it's going to prevent you from moving towards hitting them. So you gotta have a settled way of thinking, and I don't like how settled is in this definition, because it's gonna change. Settled means boom, it's done. It's gonna, if you do things right, it's gonna continuously evolve. You're gonna grow as a person, and then you'll be able to see things differently, and then change your attitudes on something. And that's the beauty of life. That's beautiful when you're like, oh man, I used to look at this a particular way, and now I see it completely different. I used to see this obstacle, this crutch in my life all the time, but now it's so it helps me out, whatever it may be. You might have a crutch against food, so you have a good attitude on food. Oh, food is great. It makes me feel good. It tastes so good. I do it when it's to be social. Same thing with drinking. So you have good attitude. What you need is bad attitude against that shitty food, because it's killing you. It's actually creating a bad attitude on everything else without you knowing, because it's getting you addicted. It's altering the perception of the flavor of that food and making you crave more and more.